Welcome, welcome to another Cooking with Cheese. It's been a minute, but I'm planning on cooking for y'all, man. I'm going to do cheeseburger egg rolls. Man, come on in here quickly. Gather in. T's been busy. I've been busy. So, whatever. Hey, I invited a couple people. They show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. If they won't, they won't. You know what it is. This is T. I couldn't do a lot of things because I didn't have my earpiece, but now I got my earpiece back and I'm ready for y'all. You should enjoy this one. This is a very, very enjoyable meal. Enjoyable. Very enjoyable. We're going to kick it. I don't have any music, man. I wish I did. You know how YouTube is. But, damn it. Uh-oh. Look at that. That's aliens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe that's a little better. Can you guys see me now? Yeah, that's better. All right. Hey, whoever's in there, hey, thanks for joining. Love it. We're going to do what we're going to do for a little bit. Hey, Rock, I sent you Rapper Baldy. What's good? Long time no see, baby. We love to see you in the house. I'm going to make some cheeseburger egg rolls, man. This should be a fun one for y'all, man. Fun. You know, it's been a minute. I'm doing my thing. You know how T is. Doing my thing. Hope y'all can hear me, man. Golly. Man, losing my voice, man. Come on in. We see you. It's been a minute. We see you. Y'all like the apron still? I'm gonna get a better apron, man. Because this one just goes all the way down to my nipples. God, act like I'm 6'10". I'm just peeling some potatoes right now. Come on, gather in. I'm peeling some potatoes. You know, I'm making hash browns and spring rolls, right? We're gonna put avocado in our spring rolls. We're gonna put cheese in there. It's should be dope, man. And this is like a little quick thing that you didn't know that was in the store that you can make. They're really, really good, man. Cheeseburger egg rolls. I'm telling you, dude. When I used to go to Cheesecake Factory, man, I get them and they're dope. They're really simple to make, easy. It's a quick meal, man. Quick little, you know, it's like a treat to make for yourself, man. Easy, man. I had a chick make them for me a long time ago, man. She made me some cheeseburger egg rolls, man. I was like, how did you make egg rolls? She made them real quick and they were dope, man. Man, I'm telling you, man, when you don't stream, people go away. They go away. Rockefeller, I sent you the link, man. You want to join, man? Ain't nobody here, though. Ain't nobody rocking with T no more. Except for y'all, man. A ball day, man. Tell me something good, man. Last of Us trailer. God dang. That Last of Us. Rockefeller, you was right, man. That was the last episode, man. That is a trash show, dude. Trash show. It is not worth the watch, dude. The girl is nobody wants to see girl boss. I don't want to see girl boss, especially if you're not going to show tits. And I don't want to see their tits. Like, come on, man. I want to see boobies. That's what TV needs to realize. TV needs to realize that, man. TV needs to realize, hey, if I don't see boobs, I'm going to be on my iPhone. I'm going to be on Instagram where I can see it. It's a swipe away. You better keep my attention, TV. Instagram is kicking your butt. The rest of them are kicking your butt. I need to see something. Look, if I have boobs, I probably have 1 million viewers right now. I ain't got nothing, though. I'm just crazy uncle. You didn't watch it, Robert Bally? I'm telling you, man. It wasn't the one, dude. It wasn't the one. I didn't like, they're not interesting. And I don't care that people know the story. I never played Last of Us. I don't play video games like that, man. It gives me motion sickness. But I can't even watch people play. That's how bad it is. But it just was unappealing. You got two unappealing girls. You got two unappealing girls that you're trying to say are interesting. And we know they're not interesting because they look like throw up. Looks like Mr. Potato Head. It's terrible, man. Her voice isn't attractive. She doesn't seem pleasant. Then you got Dora the Explorer on there. That girl's Dora the Explorer. She's gonna be hot, girl. Does she exude any type of level of adultness? None. They don't know how to cast, man. Stop casting your friends and family. God dang, man, I feel like I'm on Verizon on a phone plan. Friends and family only get in. Nobody knew. Hollywood is bad, man. It's awful. Awful, man. We got a fourth member in the house. Thank you, number 4. Whoever you are watching, you just joined 3 people. Thank you, number 4. 4 people watching. I dare us to get to 5. I dare us to get to 5. Last of Us does suck. I'm telling you. I played both of them, but knowing where the story leads to, I wasn't feeling it. I heard the story is trash, man. I heard the story is trash. Like I said, I get motion sickness playing it, man. I just, it's not my thing, dog. Not my thing. Not my thing. Not Uncle T's thing. I hate that glare, man, but it's from the lights, dude. I hate that glare. It just lets you know I'm an angel. Okay. So what I've done so far, man, is I've peeled the potatoes. I peeled the potatoes. Man, I don't know if y'all got this little cough, man, coming or something. I had a cough for a minute, dude. Not really feeling good. Uncle T is good, man. Cough won't go away. All right. Let's get this party cracking. What are these? These are hamburger patties from Costco that we're going to turn into cheeseburger egg rolls. Y'all are going to love this, man. You're going to love this. I'm telling you. When the time is right, man. When the time is right, y'all are going to love this, dude. What kind of love am I in? Okay. All right. Now, I need somebody. Oh, Rockefeller. There you go. All right, man. I just need somebody to illustrate this, too. Welcome to the illest.
I got you, baby. You need to make me I'm about to say a manager. I think it's like a some shit. I think like Syfax did. Then I can like go over into the
How do you do that, dude? How do you do
it? I had to send you my email. You can't do it while we're live, but before you start, you go into settings and you make me a moderator. I was like, what the fuck's the word for it, chat? You make me a moderator for Streamlabs. Like before you actually like start to, it'll say settings. Like you want to add him as not as a fucking manager, as like a managing means I can fucking go live and all that shit. You don't want me to do that for you. But if you want me to be like a co-manager, I can like fucking, I mean a co-moderator. I can turn on music for us in the background. I can fucking, I can read the chat, put the chat up on the stream and all that shit. You know what I mean? While you sitting there doing all the cooking, getting everybody fucking hungry.
Oh, team settings. What is that under, man? I'm looking. I'm not out in the
If you see underneath our face, you see mute, stop cam settings. It might not be on here right now. Either that or I can't see it.
I'm on the phone, man. I'm trying to.
Yeah,
I don't know. Hey, we'll figure it out though next time.
I wouldn't even do it right there. Yeah, I'll send you my email.
We'll figure it out.
And side facts, we'll walk you through it. But
I
see you guys. Motherfucking shout out to the chat, man. If you're new to this channel,
side facts right now. Okay,
let's go.
Right. Let's go.
What's going on, guys?
We got the man, but we pre-gaming. Hey, side facts. Yeah,
y'all new to the channel, please subscribe, man. Hit the like button.
Pre-game in the nightcap, man. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's the three amigos? Oh.
I got nothing. I haven't cooked in a minute, man.
Cheeseburger egg rolls, huh? That's different. I haven't heard of one of those for a long time, man. Usually,
man,
the last kind of egg roll I've ever had was like a breakfast style one, where they do like sausage and egg.
Oh, really? I bet that'd be pretty cool, man. Hey, you know what? You could open up a restaurant doing, cheeseburger egg roll. Breakfast egg rolls, man. There you go.
Not only that, a fucking food truck, not a restaurant. Like restaurants are a lot of money for retail for the fucking rent. You know what I mean? A food truck, though, you can make a shitload of them jokers.
You can make them with eggs and sausage, and make the egg roll like a pancake, and you dip it all in syrup, dude. There you go.
Dude, banging. That'd be banging as shit. You go hit the fucking all the job trailers in the morning. And then you sell all the pancake, bacon, egg, and fucking egg rolls. You go back there at lunch, sell all the real egg rolls, like the cheeseburgers, like T's doing. You make fucking 40 rounds and just selling fucking egg rolls all day. Be rolling, son.
What's up, bro? Football day? What's up, man? I see you in chat. What's good, bro? What's good, brother?
Hey, what did y'all think? So, has everybody seen the Last of Us trailer, man? Have
Oh.
you seen it, dude? Not
Me and
trailer, but the Last
Sci-Fax,
of Us.
after fucking we was
Yeah.
podcasting yesterday, right? Me and Sci-Fax was like, hey, after the podcast, Sci-Fax, you want to sit in StreamYards? We'll watch fucking The Last of Us About Now together. Man, we was falling asleep. That shit was so garbage, dude.
It was so fucking boring. I was like, holy shit. I didn't expect the show to just continuously get so much worse after Joel was gone, because it fell off a goddamn cliff, man. Like, and especially when you get to that last episode, Jesus Christ, dude, I barely even remember any of it because I was just zoning out. I was like, what are we watching? This is crazy.
It did what we all knew was going to happen from the beginning of the season. It relied heavily on Bella Ramsey, and when it go to her to be mean, or her to be happy, or her to be upset, or her to be said, Jesus fucking Christ, you got the same fucking bland, no emotion face. It's like, I don't even want to watch her. It was horribly written, and by the time it got to like the last pivotal scene that was only 3 seconds long, I didn't even give a shit. Nobody else in the audience did either. It was like, man, this thing sucks, man. They did a horrible job at executing it. Horrible.
It was such a hard watch. And
So
what did you think? Every time she would cry every 5 seconds, dude. She would be like, like, wait a minute. 1 minute you're like a grown up, and the next minute you're a kid, you're crying. Like, she just was so inconsistent. And that girl did a great job in that first season. She was phenomenal, man. Anytime you can hate a character because of her performance, it's awesome. But this one, man, she was just, it was bad. I told y'all before, man. Tell the truth. Did they look like grown women, or did you look at them as little girls?
Well, they're only supposed to be like 17 to 19 years old. So, I mean, they look around that age, sure, but they're just bad actors. Like, well, mainly Bella Ramsey, because the other girl, she's okay, but like Bella Ramsey, is supposed to be the new lead, and that's the person who's supposed to carry your show, and it's like, you can't carry the show.
No,
you just can't do it. You're not leading material at all. You just don't have the presence. You don't have the acting. You don't have anything. Every time you're on screen, I want to stop watching.
It's a really intense, like, how you said, like, if this character who Ellie is supposed to be like really crazy intense, when you thought she was like, who this character is actually based on? What they had an actress in mind they wanted to play Ellie. You know who it's based on? And I'll tell you, when I tell you,
was Ellen, wasn't it Ellen Page?
Ellen Page, when she was from Inception, when she was, Inception time, Kitty Pryde, somebody that's pissed off, motherfucker, always trying to fucking stab people, shooting. At the time, it was based on her. Great. This chick, like, if somebody would have told her, like, showed her the source material of the game and said it's based on Ellen Page from Inception and Juno, that kind of thing, but you're fucking gave her some kind of direction, maybe, but I mean, she has no.
It was like it was based on Ellen Page, but the characterization is now Elliot Page. Just, have you seen pictures of her or him now, whatever? She just looks fucking like upset. It's like just mad at the world. There's just her face is just like sunken in, and everything just looks all like, they just look sad as fuck. And it's like, you made the wrong choice. It's clear.
You chose wrong, dude. That's what you remember. Right. I was saying the other day, us as fans, we gotta make sure that we do our diligence and yell at the fucking studios. We got Sonic right. You know what I mean? Well, when they hired fucking Bella Ramsey, this is hashtag my Ellie by fucking Neil Druckmann. I don't give a shit if it's your Ellie. I don't give a fuck about that, because this is going to be our show that we're buying. You're getting paid to make this. We're paying to watch it, and we're not telling you this isn't going to work. And we're sure in hell, we bought the first season, which she was not that heavily into. This season, I fell for it because I want to see where it's going. I will not buy a third season. I won't. And that's bad for Caitlin Dever, Caitlin, whatever her name is, because
it's not Jenner, right? It's like, but it's something like that. Denver.
I feel bad because I don't want to not give her a chance, but you know what? They fucked me deviating so far from the story and not being what it is that I'm like, I don't trust you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Why would I be like, oh, I know it's only $20, but still, I don't want to give it to them. I don't want them to think, oh, they like this, they want more of it. I mean,
like her acting that we got to see, the little bit that we did get to see of Abby, it was like her acting is decent, but I mean, if you want to do a comparison towards the game, she doesn't have the physicality, because obviously Abby is like, people were making all the Papa Steiner jokes and shit like that.
Well, she's got enough physicality to take on little Bella Ramsey. That was good as shit, T. You did a great job. Can you show us a good shot?
she looks around the right size to fight someone like Bella, sure.
Yeah,
but as far as what it actually looks like compared to the game, it's like, yeah, you don't quite, you don't have the the massive arms, and like you don't look like a dude. Like but she's a good actress. Like she did a decent job.
Well,
she's barely in it though. I was expecting to see more of her in this. I'm assuming next season is supposed to be going to be her season.
I don't want to like talk spoilers, but like where like all that happened, like it kind of went down the right way. The ending was the most pivotal thing I don't want to talk about because that's spoiler, but it kind of deviated a little bit from it because I don't know, but it looks really good. The shot for shot look of it is fantastic. When it ends on her and she's in the stadium, when it kind of like turns perspective to Abby's, it ends on Abby's perspective. Anybody wants to know. This season 2 is like Ellie's journey. The video game is split in two. You do the halfway through, you do Ellie, and then you turn over into Abby.
Then you're playing you're playing the antagonist, and now that antagonist is the protagonist of their own story type of deal.
So when you play the end of this season, it ends literally. Something happens, it ends. You become Abby, and there's a picture of Abby like standing on the stadium, looking over. The stadium from the game looks great. It kind of looks like Dark Knight Rises, like the stadium in there. It did a good job of recreating it. I know it's CGI, but if you play the game, it looks just like it. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, but
it's still not like that episode alone though is just like when by the time you even get to that point, I'm like, I don't care about any of this.
Check
dude.
out.
I don't
it's He's so sad.
Awake. I'm like, I'm bad. And then he falls asleep. Like, you watching this? Yeah, and I'm watching. I'm like, dude, we're trying. We were fucking trying, bro. And it was just halfway through for like 20 minutes. It's just like,
yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. Really, really bad. I mean,
and this is your finale?
It might be one of the worst finales I think I've seen in the last like 5 years.
HBO finale. I want to stress the fact that this is HBO. That I don't know if it's young kids won't understand this, but side effects, y'all know HBO. They have a fucking name. First off, you call it Max, which I don't want skin flicks, and second, it's HBO, where I found Man of Steel. You play the great fucking movies. What is this, man?
Well, what's crazy, like HBO has this thing where their penultimate episodes are usually better than the finales all the time anyways. But even this show, like the penultimate episode, which would be episode 6, wasn't that great of an episode either. So it's just like a very, very mediocre episode followed by a terrible finale. So
yeah,
they didn't even do their normal trope. Like they would have been better off like if episode 6 was just a banger and you're like, all right, cool. Now you can walk through the finale episode, which is what they do with a lot of stuff. Even like Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon does that shit. It's like the second to last episode is always the best one, usually for most of these things.
And you know what? It was so bad. You ever catch that show Raised by Wolves? I think it came out when the first part of the pandemic.
It only has like 2 seasons. Yeah, the first episode of that was good. Or I remember I watched like the first 2 episodes of it, but I never followed the rest of it. But it was pretty decent.
That was a really good show. That was a really good show. They didn't follow through with it. I think the thing that they're doing, like they're trying to do cosplay with grown-ups, and the fact that they're doing cosplay with grown-ups and it's not transgender, it does no. If you don't have story behind something, man, you're gonna lose it, man. See what happened in that final episode of Game of Thrones, man, where you got Starbucks cups and water bottles in the background. Like, you better fans. The whole reason people want to turn on their brain and watch a good story, man. That's all they want to see. If you tell it bad.
Yeah, you want your
Go ahead.
entertainment, and it's like, look, my entertainment. Yes, I just want to be able to sit down, watch a good show, maybe have something to talk about at work or whatever. You know, you did like the water cooler talk, stuff like that, and
Right.
you're simply not giving it anymore. Other than if people just want to sit around and just talk, basically hatred of stuff, like that's what you're giving people. Like, hey, I'm already at a job I probably don't like. Let me go ahead and talk about a show I don't like. Like, no, so nobody's even talking. It's just, what are you
Man,
guys doing?
what are you doing? What are you doing? And it makes no sense. Like, how come they can't be relevant in their material? Dude, you cannot have. I'm not hating on the girl. I told you I liked her, Bella, in season one, dude. She was, but this was a weak performance, man. That addition of Dora the Explorer didn't play well. DK Bones in the house. We got Tay in the house. We got a lot of people in the house. What's up, chat? Appreciate y'all. But it just, man, it just, dude, you were talking about bad storytelling from, like you said, HBO. What's my HBO? HBO does not screw up stuff. They learn from what? I thought they learned from the Sopranos, because remember that last episode of the Sopranos, everybody's like,
But how long ago was that? Think about the writers that we're dealing with today.
Sopranos was like
Sopranos.
It started like Sopranos started in like 1999.
They don't work for HBO anymore. They don't work for HBO,
Yeah.
and if they do, they're fucking executives to where they, you know what I mean, that they're not in the actual writing room. This gives me so much. First off, we're going to talk about it later, so I ain't going to spoil it. The Harry Potter franchise coming up and the Green Lantern fucking TV show coming up. This is all on HBO. This scares the shit out of me that these are the best writers you're putting forward, because The Last of Us, like I told you, The Last of Us, it was already there. The dialogue is set for you. All you have to do is just transfer it from the digital DVD copy of the game to the format. It's fucking there. And how you fucked up that dialogue.
Yeah, for the most part, at least when it comes to like the Green Lantern one, I believe that's going to be a lot of the same writers that are with James Gunn, at least. But I mean, he does have a couple like really shitty ones on his team, like Tom King or whatever, who does like all the racist bullshit. Like he does all the racist comics, and like he plays it off like this is the story people want. Like no, they fucking don't. Nobody likes any of your shit. So it's like if he's going to be a part of it, that could be questionable. But as far as what was the other one you mentioned? There's the lanterns, and then what's the other one that you mentioned?
Oh, Harry Potter and lanterns.
Harry Potter. That one's they obviously, I mean, with that picture that they dropped, they finally dropped the picture of the three kids who are supposed to be, and it's like that's not. It doesn't look that bad, but
it's great.
It's gonna be, there's some questionable stuff there with Hermione, of course.
But like Last of Us, looks fantastic. I don't care if if Dina's not is a little race swap, and you race swap fucking Tommy, and you race swap Tommy's wife. I don't care about that, you know. And the scenery and all that shit, it looks fantastic when they do it. And the zombies look good, but now they got to interact with each other and start talking.
Yeah, now these actors have to do their job, and they're terrible at their job apparently. Because I don't believe you for a fucking second. Like,
interestingly enough, hey. Tell me the time that you said, "Hey man, they race swapped something," and you were thinking as, "Oh man, it's racist." I don't think any of us. I want to just think that people are good. Nobody's saying, "Hey man, I don't like this race swap because so and so is like this." They just say, "Hey, that's not what I know to be true. Just tell the version of the story I know to be true. Just do it."
Well, yeah, and with something like Harry Potter that's so fresh, like so Harry Potter didn't come out till like early 2000s, and then we immediately got the movies after the books, and so it's like that stuff's still fresh on your mind. You know what those kids look like. You've seen them in other stuff. These are like well-known actors to this point. That shit's on the the front of your mind and whatever. You have 8 movies to look at, and then if you read the books, then you have much more description and stuff. And so to see it be recast so much different than what you know to be true just a few years ago, it's going to be one of the harder pills to swallow. So I mean, these kids, they have like one of the toughest jobs out there as far as something like this goes on. It's going to be. Sorry, there's a fucking train and cops going by. So
I hear him. So ICE about to come bust you, bro. You got your papers? They gonna deport your ass, motherfucker. Nah, but look,
Well,
HBO, man.
I'm right near a train station, and there is a cop station like right up the block from me. I'm surprised I don't actually hear I hear the train every every 45 minutes or so. There's just one because it's like the metro or whatever. It just runs on time. And then the cops usually I don't hear them too much out around here because there's also a fire station. So I'd expect to hear it a lot more, but oddly I don't.
Yeah, the race swapping has never been a problem for me. I mean, like, we'll start with the biggest one in the past 10 years we know about, Nick Fury. I didn't give a shit that fucking, Samuel Jackson Fury. Great. You do, as long as it's written well, the actor can perform it fine. And Nick, ain't no motherfucking snakes. This motherfucking, they didn't write that shit, so he didn't have to perform that dumbass shitty line. He did a great job.
It was good until you
I
Secret Invasion. In Secret Invasion, he was terrible.
The shitty writing.
It was
shitty.
writing. Yeah.
It had nothing to do with him being a race swapped character. And just like upcoming, this Papa Esiadu guy is going to be Black Snape. He looks like a great fucking actor. But are they going to take the movies? What the movies did great. I don't read books. You're going to hear me say one thing right now about book reading, but I don't read books. The only reason I know this is because the movies, the Harry Potter movies, are literally book to cinema to film adaptations. The dialogue. The reason I know is because my brother was in the service. Like everybody out there was in the service. And when he came home, he knew we were helping bring all his shit back. I was big bags. And I found a couple. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna start reading one of these. I opened them up, read about 3 or 4 pages, never really did. I'm like, oh wait, I know this. I know the fucking dialogue. It's fucking verbatim. It's word for word.
Yeah, the scenes that they actually take.
Hermione said. They don't say Hermione said in the fucking, or says Harry because Harry's fucking saying it. But it's like, whoa, it's literally. Why don't you just do that?
If they get the casting right and everything, the problem is what people are what they're talking about when it comes to Snape and then also Hermione. Like Hermione gets called Mudblood all the time because her parents one parent's a wizard, the other one's a regular human.
It's gonna sound different.
Mixed blood. It's gonna sound a little different if you got like a dark skinned girl on there or whatever, or even as maybe a light skin, whatever. I don't know exactly what her race
would be white girls isn't that bad because you know what they're
and there's a lot of stuff. The same thing with Snape. He's going to get bullied by a bunch of white dudes, and because he's going to be the one black character there now, and there's going to be racial connotation behind it when there never was, and they're going to probably write that into there, and it's going to be a joke. It's going to be terrible.
It kind of dumbs down the it adds a whole nother aspect to it, which is cool, and I guess but one thing I do remember was I watched Nerdrotics thing earlier, and they were talking about it, and they were like, we got to make sure that we don't be like, oh, because when it comes to this part, they're going to do this or that. Whoa, time out. Remember, we're old. There's kids. This is for kids, and people are going to be coming up. If there's anything that's heavy spoiler, just like us as our fans, we got to make sure we do our diligence to get the casting right. We also got to be careful not to give any crazy big spoilers away for the upcoming youth and these kids that haven't seen Harry Potter yet. Like, again, my nephew.
Yeah, because I mean, doing it this way, like they could do basically like 7 seasons, and each season is one book. And so you'll get 12 episodes, and so you have like 12 hours to explain the book instead of only having a movie for roughly 2 hours. Some of them are a little longer, but so it's like you do need something like that. It is the better way to tell some of these stories is to do it with doing it on a television show or like a HBO or something like that. You get a lot more room to do a lot more scenes, do a lot of the stuff that was missing. Like there's this one scene that's in the 4th book that involves like a maze and a sphinx that does riddles, and that's in the book. It's not in the movie at all. And that was one of my favorite scenes reading the book. I was like, oh, that's going to be cool to see. And I remember the movie comes out and I'm watching it. I'm like, where the fuck's the sphinx, man? Like where's he at? They didn't do that.
You read it. So it's something good to have for when you read the book. That's why I like when people say there's way too much. They didn't adapt enough of it. Well, it gives you something of motivation to go back and read the damn book. They're not hard reads. Harry Potter's a really easy.
No, very, very easy read. I was reading that in like 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that.
They've got cool stories, and so you want to go back and read it. T, whatever you're cooking looks amazing. If you want to put you on the big screen and put us on the small screen, so we just keep our talking going. Oh, y'all getting hungry?
Got T making cheeseburger egg rolls. He's buttering up the whatever the roll is for the egg roll is just
damn. I know y'all getting hungry, ain't y'all, chat? Oh, here we go. Fuck yeah.
T, muted if you're sitting there trying to explain anything. You're muted, brother.
He's like, I'm just cooking.
I was just cooking, y'all. Y'all talk. I'm just, y'all my.
DK said, I see no reason to redo Harry Potter. But it's like, DK, remember, this isn't for us. We old, It's like you got to, with some of these decisions to be made, for putting James Earl Jones' voice on Darth Vader in Fortnite. I don't agree with it. Man's dead. But you know what? He did. He made sure that his voice would be able to be used.
He probably signed it away or whatever.
Yeah.
And
he wanted it. He wanted kids.
And have you seen what people are doing with it? It's actually really fucking funny.
It's funny, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying, that's what this isn't for us. We've seen Harry Potter. We saw excellent films with great cinematography, and awesome CGI, and fucking the best Voldemort there's going to be ever. He was the best fucking Voldemort, and I feel sorry for anybody who has to go up against him and be Voldemort. But this isn't for us,
Well, that's one thing I would disagree with when if somebody says, "Hey, this isn't for you." Like, I understand like a kids movie isn't for me because it's like, say, Lilo and Stitch is a great example, but Lilo and Stitch should be like a story that everyone can understand and whatever. That's why there's usually a lot of like adult humor in some of this stuff that, there's a couple lines here. It's so like the family can watch it and people can have a good time while they take their kids to the movies or whatever. There's stuff like that that's in there. There's still a good underlining meaning on some of these stories, and they should be in a way for everyone. Stuff like that. Like, so when you say it's not for you, it's like, yeah, like I'm probably not going to go watch like Barbie or something. It's like, yeah, it's going to be something that I don't relate to. I don't get it, but it should still be entertaining if I do give it a watch. So. I don't really fully agree with there's not something that's not for you unless it's for like little children, when it's I didn't 1 to 5 years old or some shit.
I guess that's the wrong phrase. Kind of like with Superman, I guess I meant to say it's for a new audience. It's for us, the true fans, but this is also to introduce to the newer audiences, like Superman. He's not only got to come out and James is not only going to come out and do Superman, he's got to introduce the up and coming bigger universe like Justice League and the next movie is Supergirl to people that don't know it. We don't want to hear the origin story. We know this. That's what I'm saying. It isn't for us. What I'm trying to say is it's for the people who haven't seen it yet, that don't know these stories, and Harry Potter is going to be a hard one to do. The movies are fantastic. The movies are fan-fucking-tastic, especially from number 4 on. They get amazing. Number 1 was good. They didn't have the CGI down, but they had the best fucking Dumbledore. Number 2 was better. Number 3, good.
Well, they got kind of better as they went on because they're growing too. So not only it's like you're like as you're watching them, you're growing along with them too. Like at least for me, like I remember even thinking in like 6th grade, I was like, oh, Hermione's a cute, but I mean she's literally my age at that time. So that Emma Watson, I was just like, oh look, that's like a cute girl I know in school right there. So I grew up around watching that. So everyone's growing the same age as me. They're all in their 30s or something now. So I'm like, cool. I literally grew up watching that. This will be that for like a new generation, and then but they got like big roles to fill. They got people are going to be probably overcritical on it at first unless they nail it. Like the first episode really needs to bring it. But since it's going to be episode style instead of a movie, they're going to have a lot of time to grow into those characters. I mean, how many times have you seen the first season of any show that's out there? And the first season is usually just that good. Usually by like season 2, sometimes, especially with like, say, a comedy, right? Where it has a lot of episodes, stuff like Parks and Rec. If you're to watch the first season, it's like, it's not that good. But then that second season hits and you're just like, these people really get into their roles. They really understand their characters better. And it's just awesome. There's a lot of shows out there like that. So this one might go the same way, but it's going to depend on how many episodes per season they're going to do and how fast you actually accept these characters as being those characters you remember.
I would prefer. How many did they say? How many seasons is going to be? 7 seasons? Is that what they said?
If they were smart, they would do either 7 or 8 because they did split the second book into 2 movies for some reason, or they split the 7th book because there's only 7 books, but they split the 7th book into 2 movies. They made it a part 1 and a part 2. And so they might do that with the seasons, but if they did it right, it would just be one season per book kind of deal, and just do it like maybe 10 to 12 episodes and really flesh it out and give. I mean, that would be enough time to show what's happening on screen, like through the books.
So how many episodes do you think they should do per season? This is what I've been having a problem with. How many episodes do you think they should do if they do one book per season? How many episodes should it be per season? One book,
the first, because each book actually even gets bigger. Like each book is also bigger.
Each one's basically like a year, right?
So I would start with like 10 episodes, and then hopefully it gains steam and like it does well. Because I still want it to be a good show, or like that'd be cool. It'd be cool to have like these books fleshed out more, and maybe a lot of these companies would take bigger risks with stuff like that instead of just doing movies all the time. It's like, hey, let's just do a show so we can really delve into these books, because they do that all the time. But I would start with like 10, and then by the time you get to around the fourth book, you need to start making like 12 to 13 episodes, something like that.
See, I disagree. I think 8 is the perfect. I think when we start getting to like with some of these seasons get way too much, and we start like Andor. Andor was what, 8? We could have got rid of 1. Possibly edited right to 2 and make these like mini series, which they've done in like what they do in Britain and London all the time.
Yeah, it seems like they could have brought that one down to like 6 episodes,
and all these
it would have been like a tight episode. It would have been like a much tighter series.
I'm on episode 3 now, halfway through episode 3 of The Penguin. We could have knocked off already an episode of this, of her talking and sitting there, and it's a lot of these could be compressed. It's a lot of filler.
Penguin was like the best show I saw last year.
I'm not saying it's not. They put a lot of filler episodes. Me playing video games, I see how they put filler shit into it to get your Steam count, to get your fucking view counter up, your watch time. It's like, yo. I don't need to hear this fucking long ass dialogue. These two, that really is just bullshit filler time to make an hour episode. You know what I mean? If you give me 4 fucking a 4-part miniseries where it's only 4 hours to tell a story, you're gonna cram as much shit and action packed into each episode. You're not gonna have these filler parts. But they're like, well, an actual season needs to be 8 episodes. It's like, no, give me fucking miniseries for all I care.
Well, with stuff that's like not been told before, it's kind of sometimes, I would say it's hard to not put in filler stuff, because it's like, well, how do we get to point A to point B? But when you have stuff like source material, like books, you have these long fucking books that, just reading the book will take you like 5 hours or give or take, or, depending how fast you read. It's like, you have enough time to really flesh these scenes out and do a bunch of stuff with them. So I understand not having as much filler when you're going to do a 1-for-1 adaptation to the books. And if they do that, they have enough source material to do that. Like, I don't see a reason to do filler episodes for something like Harry Potter when you have these massive books to take from. And not only do you not have books, now you also have the original movies. You could take stuff from the movies and throw that in there and like kind of mess around with stuff. They have plenty of source material.
Dragon Master Zero, what up? He said they should make the number of episodes according to the book they're adapting.
So one episode for
one episode for number 1. Just one long ass fucking like movie.
I think he meant more like what I was saying, where like the first 3 books, since they're a little shorter, you could do like 10 episodes, and then.
But he's right, that might work.
On books like 4 to 7, you'd be like 12 to 13 episodes. It would be like 12 episodes for season 4 or 5, and then 13 episodes for 6 and 7 or something. You could do something like that.
What he's saying, let's say season 1, episode 1. That's it. There's no time restriction on it. It could be like a 4-hour fucking episode, like a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Then episode 2, then season 2, episode 2, 2 of them.
Well, if it's going to be releasing on their streaming,
it's going to be, you know what I mean? But if not for a streaming service, but for something creative, like for a show, like on YouTube or something like that, that's a very creative idea, Dragon Master. See, people like Dragon Master have these, that's a good idea, and T have these marketing, but then somebody's going to be like, wait a minute. How am I going to make money off that? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
They wouldn't allow that.
Sounds like a great creative fucking idea.
Yeah,
you know?
it'd be a simple. That would be like a great fix for a lot of fans. It's like, oh man, I
4
just
hour
have to watch
part one,
one
2
4-hour
hour
episode. Screw
Yeah,
it.
then when you get the
Let's knock it out.
Then when you get to the 8th fucking book, you got 8 episodes, but they're fucking 45 minutes each, and you're drawing out this long ass season. It's like, whoa, by then you're fucking investing. They keep getting longer and longer.
Yeah, the main reason they're not going to do that is because it's through a streaming service, and they want to keep you on the streaming service.
Yeah.
So they would never do that. But
No.
I mean, it'd be an interesting idea to try.
Yeah, interesting. You know, that's pretty cool. That's a good idea, Drag Match. I want to shout it out because I know we've been neglecting the chat over here. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. I don't know how many there are because I'm not a manager, but I do see Emily Kruger, DK Bones, Dragon Master Zero.
Yeah, currently there's 8 people watching. We got DK Bones, Dragon Master, Emily Kruger. Obviously, we have us 3. We got Sci-Fax, myself, Rockefeller. We got Uncle T cooking in the background. He's almost looks like he's about done with his egg rolls. He just has to fry the other side of them. They look bomb as fuck. They look really good.
Oh, images are huge. Got everybody thirsty, hungry, and ready for motherfucking nightcap here shortly because I got me some food in the background. We all gonna be nice now.
I just cooked a bunch of food too. I just made I just need to fry up some like black beans to go because I made rice and ground turkey.
So y'all be getting your food ready. Get some warm. Get you some coffee. Relax. Sit down. All right. Get you some. Whatever you gotta do. Just come hang out with us. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button because T's hasn't been streaming that much. So we got to help get him out there, get his subscribers up. Sci-Fax is rolling up, pulling in the lead. We got to get the competition.
Man, I've been busy, man. You know, May's a busy month for me, man. So you know how it is.
I finally got 3 more subscribers back. I went from 206 down to 200. Now I'm back to 203. So there we go.
There you go, baby.
What I tell you,
I'm challenging y'all to get my boy up to 500 by July. Hey, for sure. Before Superman. Come on, y'all. We could do
I'm trying to get there, yeah.
I'm hoping something like Superman and all that stuff, like that stuff I'm hoping kind of really pushes it because my Superman reaction trailer or whatever, like, is one of my biggest viewed things. Even my Lilo and Stitch review is up to like 150 views, and I was like, holy shit, that one actually did pretty well for my channel size, you know. Then I see someone like Kata drop one, and he drops a Lilo and Stitch and gets 15,000. I was like, shit, mine isn't doing shit compared to that.
Well, you know what? It's also because he's got friends and he goes on their podcast like you did last night and actually one of them that support him. Yesterday, I mean, I was watching neurotic shit and they were doing, they're talking about, I think the Harry Potter casting, right? They're talking about the 3 kids at Harry Potter casting. They're like, let's go read the comments. The first comments they highlighted was kids. So that right there is going to be like, whoa, who the fuck is this guy? That's pretty funny. So once you got friends like that, do that stuff. So that's why I say the community, always share through us, always, help put people out there. These 2 guys are great.
Well, now that I talked to
subscribers, what the fuck's going on here? Let's get these
now
guys
that
up.
I met up with Chris Gore again since Vegas, and he even said it without me prompting him or whatever. He was like, "Dude, I've been hearing your channel's doing well." I was like, "Shit, I mean, apparently somebody around you is paying attention. Like, that's cool. Like, thanks, man." So I was like, "All right, maybe if it keeps going, and then maybe if it'll probably be after I get monetized. I'm hoping." Then I'll start hitting people up like Dante and Chris and being like, "Hey man, look, I'm finally monetized. Come on and celebrate or something." And that'll probably help.
When Chris Gore said, "I heard your channel doing really good," he said, "It'd probably do a lot better if you have me on as a co-host sometime. So invite me on whenever you need somebody." You know what I mean? Because you got to put in work. You know what I mean? But you also a little friendly bump wouldn't help. It would be all right. There was this Lego movie joke I remember where the Morgan Freeman character got confused by Dumbledore and Gandalf because they look similar. T don't know who Gandalf is. You're gonna mess up his mind, Emily. He doesn't watch that. That's Lord of the Rings for kids. Emily's getting close to 600 subs right now.
Damn, good job, Emily.
Closing in. Yeah, I'll be watching you all the time.
Get those numbers.
I love your art streams. If y'all ain't subscribed to Emily, DK, to Dragon Match, I don't even think Dragon Match does content, but Abe doesn't do content either.
Emily, you got a channel, and Emily, I'm subbing. You got a channel. It's art too. Hey, Uncle T, you got a subscriber for sure.
She's always got like 4 or 5 minute little clips. She'll like do like a little like sketching out like outline, and she'll like.
It does like art sketches. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed. I don't know. Usually anybody that I see that, especially if they follow me, because you can check your subscriber. I try to follow back anybody that has a channel.
Absolutely.
I mean,
if somebody follows you, if I can see them,
I'll make sure to follow you.
And if you have it turned off to where I can't see your subscribers you're following, then I don't know you're following me, so I can't see you. Turn that shit on.
Like, yeah, right. You can see it, and it's like, oh, I'm like, oh, I can only see like 50 people.
Let me see, so I know.
It's like, where's the other 150? It's like, oh, you have to turn that feature on, I guess. So
yeah, the first 1,000 people that follow me, I'm like, man, I'm trying to be a YouTuber, not a NoobTuber. So until I get to 1,000, I'm like, man, I'm falling back, I'm continuing to fall back. I need to show support like I'm getting supported. Let them see it, T. Let us see him. You on mute, but let us see him.
They're not ready. I'm gonna make this the sauce that goes with it, man. The sauce
from
good.
the boss.
It's not Szechuan. Pause.
Dragon Master Zero says he's been thinking about it for a while. Dude, I was thinking about doing it for about like close to 4 years, like since I started following people back in like 2019, 2020, around that time. And I was just like, I just never wanted to buy a mic. I didn't really think about jumping on and just, I don't know. I was fine just listening in, being a lurker or whatever, and just doing that. And then DA finally talked me into it. When I met DA, he was like, dude, just get on here. I'll bring you on. And I was like, all right, let's go. Let's fuck it. I'll buy a mic. Let me get a camera.
Dragon Master, you know so many fucking people on different channels. You can put your profile picture on here and just jump on, and you wouldn't have to say shit. People, what do you think, Dragon Master? And you wouldn't say nothing back.
DA is always mad because we started ours I started with him like 5-6 years ago. And I just didn't do it, man. I was just busy, dude. But, I come on here. I'll be funny for y'all, man. Whatever, And when you really meet me in real life, I'm really a chill guy. Really chill. But, yeah, man. Hey, whoever got your channel up, post it in the chat. I'm following you. Let's build you up, too. Come on.
Damn right. DK said he got 30. He needs 20 more to get to that 50 so we can start using the cell phone to live stream for YouTube. So
DK, I got you, baby.
Go to DK Bones, subscribe to him, man. He's a great YouTuber. Right. Everybody love everybody. Subscribe, and because you got to at least get to 50 on YouTube. So that way, you know what? You can pull out the cell phone. Like, holy
that's
shit,
the thing. Man, you got to make other people some moderators in the comments because you can't post people's links unless it's a moderator doing it.
You need to make side facts when you're moderators.
That's something.
Hey, we were going to ask you, how do I make you a moderator?
So that one's easy. That one's easy. If you just go to the YouTube, go to YouTube and go to the comments, there'll be like a little 3 dots that you can click on.
So it's on YouTube.
From there, that one's going to be through YouTube, not StreamYards. What Rockefeller was talking about earlier was a StreamYard thing that you got to go through and do like email through, and that's a whole different thing. But making a moderator on YouTube. Yeah, making moderators so people's names come up blue on the chat is that's through YouTube. So if you go to your YouTube, you should be able to click on the name, and then it'll give you like a drop down option, and you just put add as moderator. That's it.
It'll say go to channel. You want to add moderator? You want to put me in timeout because I was bad boy? A bad boy. Put this motherfucker in timeout. You know what? Just mute his ass. Mute his motherfucking channel. Don't do that, please.
Oh,
yeah. Dragon Master Zero says, "Thing is, I still have some in real life things to sort out." Look, here's the other thing though. You don't have to go on camera like we do. You can just put an icon up there. Yep. I mean, unless your voice is that recognizable, then maybe somebody would be able to call you out and be like, "Hey, is that Alex? Like, who is that?"
It's all about hanging out. Jeff A came on the other day. He looked like he's in the shadow realm. We can't see his ass, but he just chills. He relaxes. John Cucksack comes on. DK Bones came on there. They had a great time. This is all about just DK hanging Bones out, was dope. Yeah. Relaxing. People that are in the chat. Emily Kruger, you ever want to come on? It's for people that just want to converse, that have it. We love to do this. That's why we're doing it. None of us get paid for this shit. None of us. We love to, but we don't. So it's come on. We're just normal fucking idiots.
One day.
Hanging out, saying what's up. That looks delicious. Is that ketchup?
We just mixed it. Ketchup and mustard, man. You mix it up.
Mm-hmm.
Super duper good, dude.
I subscribe to DK Bones. Awesome. Thanks, Dragon Master. That's a good community right there. We great. We're getting ready to go to motherfucking DA's nightcap after T cooks us up some damn cheeseburger EggRolls.
Okay.
Go.
Cheeseburger egg rolls. All right.
Oh man,
Here we
look at
go.
this
We're
shit.
gonna do it.
Come on,
Oh,
man. I
man.
want one. Come on, quit playing, man. I want one.
Mm.
Look how big them motherfuckers are, bro.
Oh,
Pause on that. I saw that coming a mile
That's,
away.
that's the biggest I've ever seen. It's so
Oh,
big and meaty.
Shit.
You're not supposed to eat it that way. You're supposed to pull a piece
we
off
all
and
off
put it in
camera
your
now.
mouth.
We'll all be off camera. There we go.
You're not supposed to just take a bite of it, champs. We're men. You're supposed to take and then put it in. I'm not supposed to just, it's not right. T had to turn the camera off.
You ever seen that video? It's like a dude he's just like casually at work or whatever, and like one of his friends is filming him. I mean, it's like a lunch room filled with it. And he just takes the whole hot dog and he's just like, whoa, and he just one bite, like just swallows the thing whole. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
why would you do that? And he's like on a construction set. I was like, you're about to get shit on for the next like year, dude. What are you doing?
Just takes a foot long, goes, no. All right, done with lunch. Let's go. Get the fuck out of here. Go. Leave. You're off.
Yeah,
you're
fired. You're fired immediately. Just grab your things and get
I'm just trying to get back
to
work really quick. No, that's not what you're doing. Get the fuck out of here. Not in my gym. Not today. Do we have any idea what we're talking about in the nightcap tonight? Probably fucking Harry Potter.
I literally never know until like 10 minutes before he posts, or like 10 minutes before he goes live. Then he puts out whatever, and like whatever his title is, I'm just like, okay. Every now and then I got to do like a quick research and be like, oh shit. But usually I'm up to date on most topics. So
you ready to go? What did I say?
You're muted. You're muted, man. You want to wrap it up? Wrap it up. All right. So T's gonna wrap it up. He just got done making his food, so he's gonna finish eating, and then in about an hour and a half, you'll be able to catch us all probably over at the nightcap, either at 10 or like 10:15 is usually when he starts going live. Sometimes it's been 10:15 lately, but it's usually 10 o'clock for the nightcap. So if you want to catch us all over there, make sure to go check out, or make sure to hit like, subscribe for T, Rockefeller, and myself. And yeah, man, go ahead and catch us over there at the nightcap in about 8:31, about an hour and a half from now. Yep. So
thanks everybody for hanging out, watching Cheeseburgers, egg rolls get cooked, and talking about Last of Us, upcoming HBO Harry Potter, and we'll see y'all sooner than later.
See you in the next one. You got to hit the end there.
T-Bo, it's on you, bro. GG's, fam. We'll see y'all on the other side. Peace. Until then. Watch, I'll do some bubblies. Let's do some bubblies for him.
No, not yet. We're still live.
Some bubblies, I can't hear it.
Well, I mean, it's T stream, so he's got to hit the end there.